5 and Patriot 6 appreciates everything. Cindy, Curly, Linda, Janet, Curly again, Linda again, Joe Phillips. Well, let's see, where do we begin? I'm going to begin by saying this show is not meant for kids. I sign a thing every night when I do the show, but I want to announce it to cover myself because it's not meant for kids, but if the guardian of the child feels it's okay, it's not going to harm them either. It's up to the discretion of the guardian. The music that will be played tonight is for entertainment purposes only, as we do not hold any rights to this music. It's just for our personal love of the song and saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I really hope no one complains about that because finally, and I meant to mention this the other night when Patriot 7 was on the show, he told me that the pledge is back in the schools, and he's very happy. It was pretty cool. I got a lot of love from 3 of my grandchildren, Patriot Super Gymnast, Patriot 7, Patriot Little Monkey. I got a lot of love from them because Ron sent the video for David, their dad, to click on it, Grandma Bo's grandson. And instead of just clicking on it, he arranged it somehow to put it on TV. So they got to watch it on their big, 52-inch TV. That night, I get very emotional with this because my granddaughter, Patriot Super Gymnast, she sent me 5 messages, auto messages from her little watch. And they read, I heard her voice say, "Papa, we watched you tonight. You was great. Papa, you're amazing at what you do and we believe in you. Papa, we will always put our love and faith in what you say, and we know that the day is going to come when all of this happens. Papa, we love you with all our heart. And Papa, have a great night." That came from her. Patriot 7, he sent me a couple messages. He wrote them, and he just said how great it was. And he was happy that not only did I just say Patriot 7, but I said his name. And then the next morning, I'm sitting on my throne, John. It's kind of in my bathroom. I'm sitting on there and I'm reading something, and all of a sudden my phone goes ding, ring, ring, ring. I answer it. And as I go to answer it, it says it's from Ella, because she's got one of those watches like this, them watches like this that they can actually make and accept calls on. And I thought, she's in school now. Maybe she's not feeling well and she needs Papa to come pick her up. I answer the phone. I go, "Hello." And I had the loudest, the cutest, the sweetest little voice on the other side. "Grandpa, do you know who this is?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "It's Addison." And I had to call my best friend because, "Grandpa, I got to watch you on TV last night. You was on my TV and I loved it." And I told my daddy, we got to get my grandpa on my TV more. And just the talking, all of a sudden her mom, who had went downstairs to get a pair of jeans, she comes upstairs and she said, "Who are you talking to?" She says, "I'm talking to my grandpa." So she talked to me for a few minutes, and it was just that. And then I had a good time with Patriot, Small Hank, and then Patriot Kara, that me and her are getting really, really tight. Small Hank right now for Easter, Mom and Dad give the 2 kids, even though Kira's too young for it, give him a trampoline, and he's been trying to get out there as much as he could, but we've been getting snow and rain, and today finally, beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous, still in the 40s, still not all that great. Hello, Janet. Ron. Hello, Ron, says Janet. So I see Ron's here. David Duffy's here. Diane is reported to Ron and me, and probably many others, that Wolverine has a live show tonight. I think she said 9 p.m. Eastern, which would be 8 p.m. Central. So I'm going to try to wrap this up before 8 so she can get over there. I don't have Wolverine's link to go and watch it or do anything, but if you would send it to me, I'd appreciate it. Anne's here. Jamie's here. Victoria's here. Curly, I just keep seeing Curly everywhere here. Curly has become one of our mainstays. But anyway, then Patriot little Leona, she's, last I heard, she's starting to walk a little bit. And, Mike hasn't sent me any pictures lately. Mike hasn't sent me a whole lot lately, just doing stuff, I am getting not much at all in my email and Yahoo, but that's okay because everybody's using Messenger and not Messenger, but Telegram, and that's good. I like to get the stuff there. Patriot Princess, our little queen, and Patriot Hunter, I did not get them things taken care of. Me and Ron has had a really couple of, until about 1:30 today, days. The other night, I was heating something up in the microwave, which I really don't like to use, but it's the fastest way to do it. And I was heating something up and I heard the microwave. It sounded like it was just making noises like it was popping popcorn. And I went out to the kitchen, and just as I did, it exploded and it took out 4 different outlets in the house. So we didn't have a whole lot of light and a whole lot of electricity in the house. I got a hold of a gentleman who came over today, and I want to thank the Bradburys. If you live in Illinois and you need electrical work done, look for Bradburys in Bonfield, Illinois. They do amazing work. So amazing that me and Ron sitting there thinking what he's going to be doing. Ron guessed 1,000. I said around 500. It was 310. We were so happy. We give the man who did the job a $90 tip. We did tell him to make sure he pays it forward or take his wife out or something. He said, yeah, maybe I'll take her out drinking tonight and supper. So, it all works out good. But, so I didn't get them things sent. I will run to Dollar General tomorrow. I will get the envelope and I will put them in there for you and send it to you on hopefully tomorrow afternoon. So you should have it by midweek. Patriot Hunter, I hope you're getting ready for baseball because, well, my grandson, Patriot7, has his first practice tomorrow. He's looking forward to it. He's finally in a league where he's getting up there a little bit. He's playing in the league that they use the pitching machine. And I get thinking, it's no wonder the athletes aren't as good today as they were when I was his age, because when I was 8 years old, I started playing Little League. And there was no pitching machine. But now there's a pitching machine. Anne's here. Cindy. If I mention your name a second time, Michael is here. Good. I got more lighting here tonight, guys, because we got the light fixed overhead. But Patriot Boog, Boogaloo, and Boogaroo. I announced something the other night, and Super Jimmy, I announced something the other night. What I announced the other night is there's only 19 people, kids, in this world that knows what's the actual time frame of this is. But more so than that, I announced that they're starting to train, they're training doctors and nurses. See, because
Yeah, you don't look as pale today.
What?
You don't look as pale today.
Oh, okay. By this time next year, the way that hospital sicknesses and things are handled will be a thing of the past. A year from now, there probably won't be one person in this group that is sick or has been sick within the last 3 to 4 months. We was told a while back that these beds, Jimmy and Boogaloo and Boogaroo, we was told that these beds there was enough for like, what was it, 5,000 for every state or something. I don't remember the actual number. But then the other night, what I announced on the show Wednesday, there is over 500,000 of these ready to go. 500,000. And I know one of my projects is to fund, to make it go further, to actually build redemption, not redemption centers, build centers where we can put them in there, because let's face it, doctors are not going to be what they are. So if you go by a regular doctor's office, like there's a real nice one in Herscher, and this gentleman and his son, and there are other doctors, there's like 5 doctors in his place. It's a small community, but there's room in there that we could get probably 2 to 3 beds of each type in here. And we just get these doctors and these nurses trained, and man, how glorious it's going to be. Because, see, I now don't want to get your kids in there. I want to get my little puppy in there, because she's getting up in age, and I really wish my other one would have stuck around long enough. We need to get Buddy Holly, anybody who's got animals, we need to get them in there. But we have to let the people get their just dues. But kids, just be excited because your life's about to change. Patriot Karate Kid and Patriot Wyatt Earp, I see your mom's back on social media. I'm glad to see her. I also want to talk about Super Jimmy, that I got a message today from Renee, and she said she loves me and Ron too. She's not going to give up. She's going to stay around, but it's hard right now because she's had the flu. So keep Renee in your thoughts. So that pretty much does it for the kids. Thinking I did everybody. Oh, Patriot 11. I'm sorry, little man. It's funny because today I had to go over and meet my daughter to get a car seat to go get my granddaughter, little monkey, to come back to Ron's so I could be here for the electrician, to go back and do it all over again and then come back again. And then I had to go into the store and get some light bulbs so we had good enough light. And it was a very long day for me, but I was driving in the country coming home and I said, wow, I really wish I should have stopped and took a picture of it, little man. And I will get back over there, take a picture of this ranch that I seen. There was horses in a nice day, so the horses was out and that. So, there we go. I'm going to say the pledge, and then I'm going to play the music, and then we're going to move forward. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, I use that one cooker to cook the biscuits.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand next to you and defend her still today. Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA.
I have no idea. But once you say it, you can't hardly look at the name.
They did the same little thing.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the
I was already in my
hills
house,
of
you already in my head, put yours there too.
across the plains of Texas,
No,
from
we shouldn't
sea
give
to
him
shining
that.
sea,
Give him some.
from Detroit
Nice.
down to Houston,
Good job, Brian.
New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless, please bless you.
Wow. Wow, I think I need, I really think I need to play that song. God bless the USA, yes. But I really think I need to play that song more because when I got up to say the pledge, when I got up to play the song, we had like 103 people. During the pledge and the song, I come back and we was at 193.
Yeah. You might want to tell them that Patriot 7 said they put the Pledge of Allegiance in their school back again.
I did. I've already told him that. Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Ron was saying that Patriot 7 had told me that the Pledge of Allegiance is back in the school again. So, I want to talk a little bit here about Monday, the 8th. Now, I'm not going to lie to anybody here. I don't really, it's a eclipse. But evidently, it's the granddaddy of all eclipses because when it's all said and done, supposedly we're going into
They're going to shoot stuff up there.
darkness and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And supposedly when we come back from this eclipse, we're going to be into the new energy. And I think I got something to read about that, but I wanted to talk real quick about that. My son lives with me. He pays some of the bills. He pays 2/3 of the house payment. I pay the other third because him and his wife, we don't charge the kids. Not yet. His wife, my daughter-in-law, might figure a way to get a little money there. I don't know. But anyway, I got the most expensive part of the bill because I have the electric, which is we're going to get free soon. From what we've been told, this is just what we've been told. But what I wanted to say about this is I got my bill the other day, and my monthly bill for my electric was $188.50, and I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic because $188.50 is about $62 cheaper than what it normally is, and anywhere from 62 to 100 because my bill usually runs between 250 and 300. My daughter-in-law will not. She refuses to turn lights off. And when I say something to my son, well, Dad, she was raised that you didn't. I said, yes, they would. I'm speechless. I was ecstatic because it was 188. That give me an extra $72 or $62. But then I started reading the bill, and I thought I had left it here, but I think I moved it. And on the bill, delivery charges was $71. $71 to deliver it. It's coming off of a wire that's already runs the wires into the house. What are they? It's not like they're getting in a truck or a car or something and driving it out to my house. You know, I'm thinking, why delivery charges? Actual usage, $77. Taxes and whatever else, you know, because if you're going to charge taxes, you got to have someone to prepare the bill. You know, even though it's right there on the computer and all they do is hit a button and run a copy, put it in an envelope and send it to you. $42. $110 or $111 for delivery charges and taxes and I'm thinking, shortly after that, I read something from the hat, and the hat states, when we come back from this, places like that are going to be gone. They're going to vanish. Not only are they going to be gone, but the people who's been doing this are going to probably end up like in a Mo place. And you know, you can get it if you understand what I'm saying. $111. $77. I don't know how, because the lights are still on. But it doesn't matter. You know, like the thing says, it just doesn't matter. Things are what they are. I'm trying to find some things here, guys. Just bear with me a minute. I'm going to talk about Bruce here in a few minutes. Diane sent a photo. Diane sent a photo today, if you guys would like to see. Here's Mark Z in his wheelchair. You know, Mark Z does some things that I don't agree with, but I look forward to these beds for him because he can get out of that wheelchair. And that's a pretty decent looking wheelchair. But then again, the money he's taken from everybody, he can afford the best of the best. But anyway, keep Mark in your prayers. And I'm just joking when I say this. I don't care how much money he's got. We're all going to have money here soon. But I'm going to talk about that in a minute too. We're all going to have money here soon. We're all going to have a better life. We're all going to have a lot of things. But also keep Bruce from the big call in your prayers, because Bruce missed his call again last night for the second straight night. I did get my play-by-play announcement from Mary Ann, and I'm sorry. The woman's amazing in her play-by-play, and then we sent each other a couple emojis. We both agree. I mean, you know, it's really hard to take a half an hour of an hour and 10 or 15 minute show on products that's making you better, that's doing this, and just, they're these greatest products in the world. It's really hard, and one of the biggest people that take these products have been sick now for two shows. He couldn't do neither one of his shows this week. Oh, it's Mickey, M-I-K-I Saren. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm just trying to, Gary is here. Cindy is here. Haven't seen Myrna. But I don't know if you guys have follow it. I guess there's one lotto out there that is really huge. I was in the gas station tonight and is in line, and people are in line. They're just buying lotto tickets and buying lotto tickets and buying lotto tickets. And I finally said, hey, excuse me. I understand your lotto tickets are very important. I understand you guys are really needing to get these. Hi, Russ. I understand all of that. But all I want to do is get some gas. Can I pay for my gas and get out of here? And then you guys can stick around until they draw the numbers and discuss who's going to just give their money away, because none of you are going to win. I think that telling them none of them was going to win didn't get me to the front of the line. Oh, well, what are you going to do, right? So, they're all going to do this, they're all going to do that. And I says, I don't buy lotto tickets. I don't buy pick 3, pick 4s. I used to do it all. I used to spend money. Ron used to spend the money me and Ron used to spend on that. And then all of a sudden, a friend of mine, Ted Weichels, a friend of Ron's, he introduced us to foreign currency. Have I made some mistakes? Yeah, I really wish I'd have bought $100 worth of Bitcoin when I had the chance. Just $100. And I could have all of us here rich. Half a penny a piece, $70,000 a piece. Could have all been there. But to see, the sad part about it is, if I'd bought it, I'd probably be a black hat today. And I never want to be that. Yes. I was just looking over Diane here with saying that Wolvie is at 9 Eastern. Diane, I don't know if I'll see it. Maybe Ron will. When does Iowa's girls play in the Final Four? Ron says he thinks right now. So, for all of you that don't know, don't follow girls sports. Iowa, University of Iowa, the Big Ten school, is in the Final Four of the NCAA tournament, and they have maybe the greatest college player ever is a girl. Now, I'm not going to say she's the greatest woman player ever, because all she's played against is high school and college competition. But what she's did in college, a lot of people say she's the best player ever. And I said, well, the guy's record that she beat just a little bit ago, Pete Maravich, I was going to say, I bet if she played him one-on-one, he'd still win. But I think that's stretching it, because poor Pistol. Oh, Iowa, no, South. No, it's South Carolina against North Carolina State right now. But anyway, let's get into some things here. This was sent over. I believe Linda sent this over to Telegram. United States of Mo, if you get it. Indictments, arrest, and putting them away, for good. I can't use that E word. The Hat just posted this video on Truth Social that Mo, with a "get" in front of it, is about to get very busy. Why do we still see these people in public appearances and on social media? We believe that is for optics. If the people learned about all of this all at once, it would be very upsetting to them. Feel free to research deep fakes, robotics, body doubles, and cloning, and decide for yourself. The Hat swamp draining is about to begin in earnest, with political crooks around the country concealing ankle monitors, house fires, attempting to destroy evidence at any array of high-profile people's houses, and Guantanamo Bay being prepared for the influx of American high-profile prisoners. I do want to talk a little bit about the hat. Because it took me a little bit to come to grips today because I'm very upset. As I told you, my day yesterday when it could have burnt the house down what happened, but we were fortunate and we got it fixed and everything is good now. But I had to go get a car seat to get my granddaughter, the little monkey, from my daughter at the school. Well, let me go over to the gas station first. I'll get some gas because I'm going to have to drive back out to Buckingham. First to Clifton after I get the car seat, then to Buckingham, back to Clifton, into Kankakee, and then back to Buckingham. And if you guys knew where I was at, that's not short trips. But anyway, I go into the gas station. I'm going to go in and prepay, and I looked at the price, $4.20. $4.20. I said, well, I'm going to go over. I was so shook up when I seen it. I said, well, I'm just going to go over to Clifton and I'll get the gas over there. Clifton is 5.5 miles away to the gas station. I get on Interstate 57 and I'm traveling a little bit faster than I should have and still getting passed, and the speed limit is 70. I get to the exit and I said, oh man, I got to go back to Shaban's 5 miles back or 5.5 miles back because I still don't have the car seat. So I can get gas, but then I'm still going to, and I had to get back in time for my daughter to come out at 11 o'clock. So I jump right back on the 57 going back now to north towards Chicago. I do my 5.5 miles. I get off, I get over to the school and I'm sitting out there and all of a sudden my daughter looks out her classroom window and she goes, she's talking to a lady, another teacher, because it's lunchtime for them now. And she says, that car looks like my dad's. And all of a sudden she goes, oh, my dad's supposed to meet me out here. I got to go get my car seat for him. But $4.30 a gallon. That's okay. I had enough gas in there. I was able to drive over to Ron's after I got the monkey picked up and all this and that. Drove into town. I'll just get it at this place. The other day, Thursday in the afternoon, it was $3.50 a gallon. I get up there and it's $4.19 a gallon. It raised 69 cents in a day and a half. Now, what I want to talk about the hat is because, see, here's a man that don't have to pay for gas. Here's a man that if he wants a steak, he can have whatever steak he wants. Me, I get my steak now by I go in and I look and I imagine them cooking on a grill and what they taste like because you can't afford them. You know, it's to the point. Every month. And I am not bitter, guys. I was in a bad mood. I'm in a great mood now. So what I'm telling you is just what I went through today. Swizzled. Did I get that right? But anyway, it just, we're supposed to get an increase, a raise on Social Security and the veterans. But see, I want other, not because I'm greedy, but the raise on Social Security only helps the people on Social Security and the veterans who's handicapped. It doesn't help, you know, someone like my son, my daughter. It doesn't help people like that. And yes, they're making enough money, but we all deserve money. So why can't we get this R&R or whatever? Pay us for whatever, just something. You know, all they want to do is say the money's already in your account. You just can't see it. I am so sick and tired of hearing that. I am. I don't know. But I just wanted to bring that up. And don't anybody think that that I'm mad because I was aggravated earlier, but I think I was more aggravated in the way I put my trust in the hat. I put my trust in the U.S. military. $350 today. Oh, no, that's really Cindy Woods. Thanks for making me feel so good. You know that, Ron? Cindy Woods said, here yesterday it was $350. And today it's $340.
That's Bill Woods.
That's Bill. Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry, Bill. Don K's. I'm seeing some luxury-free house. I'm trying to just see some people and, talk to you and let you know I acknowledge you, but I don't get to see a lot. But that's where we're at. And it's time for the message, Dan. But guys, you might want to go to my Telegram site. There is a 20-second video that Ron sent me, and he sent Diane. But he didn't know how other people's would take it, so he didn't post it a lot of places. But it's the hat and the beautiful First Lady with sunglasses on looking up at the eclipse. Now you got to watch it till the end because you got to see what happens at the end. And Ron kept telling me, you got to watch this. You got to watch this. It's funny. It's funny. And he wasn't lying. It really is funny. So here's something for Wolverine. Let me see if I can read it or if it's a video. Oh, this is Wolverine's last live chat yesterday, April 4th, 2024. It's about 11:30 a.m. here in Sydney. Hope you guys are having a good day and your health is okay. First, yesterday, as you saw the video I received yesterday, I was absolutely excited, and I had received an audio from Colombia and various other parts of South America saying that Colombia is liquid and that we had 100% confirmation. Obviously, you saw the excitement on that video, and I sent it in the chosen room. This morning, I sent audio to various platform leaders concerning this. Mauricio had debunked it, and most of the other people in various other platforms have debunked it, saying it's not true. Also, the Pentecostal group also said it was not true. So I did not know where this came from, guys. Sorry to put out the news yesterday on the video. However, the good news is that we are still proceeding with the RV. The redemption exchange at the banks will be offered on 4A and 4B about a bailout. Now, yesterday morning, the redemption center leaders and bank managers in at least one area and throughout the United States entered the access codes and sent them to the Treasury about 11:30 p.m. And so the bank tellers and the managers all put their codes in, and now they just need to be given the green light to proceed and send the emails to us to go out in Tier 4B, Tier 4A, and to arrange appointments for us to be able to exchange. It is up to the Treasury to give the green light. So where are we with the bondholders? Some have received emails and some are still waiting for emails. I think most should have them tonight in access of their accounts and access to remaining 10% and 90% in 90 days. The last document processes are still being finalized in Reno. Nothing will be available until late tonight. The payment process will begin tomorrow with invitation and contacts. Payment will begin on Wednesday the 10th. Effectively in Colombia, people are receiving notifications already from the Pentecostal group. They are in Bogota right now and are expecting their blessing in Bogota tomorrow. There is a big event, not sure of the date, but the owner that platform, which is one of the biggest platforms in the RV besides the Mauricio, Mauricio, will be having a huge, we'll be having a huge event, and global leaders are hearing at Bogota, and they are actually already probably there already. I have been invited by my associate in the Pentecostal group to go to Colombia. I thought I was going to travel this week, but there is also a delay. things are getting close for me to go to PPN Fest, and I have to decide what to do, what is going to close, and also the solar eclipse is all lining up. Things are happening. We are close to receiving good news from very high sources saying they are expecting a huge well to be paid today or tomorrow. That is all I have for the moment. It is definitely happening, so we will wait for Bruce. Take care, guys. Wolverine and that. So Bruce's big call. So now into the intel. Now you got to remember, Sue did the intel. And I will admit, Sue did a much better job. She talked very more positive. She talked very much higher tone voice. And I thought she did a good job when I listened to it. Bethany has a question. Yeah, ask it. If I don't see Bethany's question, guys, would you answer it for me? Ask it, Bethany. I'm sure Janet or them will see it. I got to read Bruce's big call. So now into the intel, Sue says. Pretty powerful. Our number one guy got word that T3BH'(S) started and should be emailed sometime tomorrow about where we are and what is going on liquidity. A PM called this one guy and said activity in Reno is off the charts, and they have beefed up security because of those in Reno are doing a KYC, and they are adding security to speed this process up, and is very significant. And another person called and said, another high up contract said, this is right on top of us. I was looking to see if Bethany asked. Did she ask her a question yet? Okay. You have to understand, we have contacts in the bond arena, and like you, we were sitting at a computer screen like you were on high executive watching every step, and that they are telling us. So Sue, thanking this number one guy, which is Bruce. Number one guy is Bruce, guys. He allows a fire hose to come through him. So finally, we are hearing that we should be a couple of days away. So this is Sue speaking with this guy, a very high-level friend and executive, and he knows for a long time, and he trusts them giving the accurate and interested in his welfare and giving information from the West Coast. And also had a discussion to get the confirmation that there was talk of being asset-backed and should be happening this weekend, but we don't have that as a confirmation. Also, someone traveling in a caravan contacted this guy and said, we are incredibly close. Also, a top redemption center person as appointment being pending for today. And Sue asked her guy, it hasn't been said, but the Reno and Bonds people are still finishing and should be next. So keep your eyes on your emails. So supposed to be in the next 24 to 38 hours. I found that strange when she said 38 hours, but it's usually 24 to 36, but Sue is Sue. Sue's saying she focuses on Friday and Saturday, maybe Monday and Tuesday. Say to yourself, you see the 800s and everybody getting them, and you've given yourself a bit of extra time, but you're moving ahead, and imagine what it is going to feel like the whole of humanity feeling and is getting off the ride. So hold that vision and stay strong. Everything is riding in you being good health. So please continue praying those prayers, heartfelt, with deepest sincerity, and because you know how much this heavenly world. So also thank also all of you and all of my love, absolutely everyone listening around the world. We really do love everyone. Love, GEM. As we're sharing love, I do want to take a moment to thank everybody. On Wednesday night's call, I had a very bad go of it. I had to get up, walk away, and go get a drink. My mom would put it in a way that I had a tickle in my throat, and I just couldn't get away with it. There's nothing sick with me. There's nothing that. I had a tickle, and I had to go take care of it. But I probably got 30 to 40 messages asking me if I was okay. My granddaughter even sent me a message, Papa, are you okay? No, they don't. The governments don't love. Okay, let me see what Judy's got to say. And like I said, guys, it's going to be a little shorter tonight because I know Wolverine has this thing coming up at 8 o'clock. And this way it'll allow everybody, if you want to go over there, and Diane, if there is a link, send it to me. But if you want to go over there, it's going to allow you to go get something to drink, maybe relax, maybe go to the potty, and still have time to get back. So let me see what we got here with Judy. Judy probably won't be a whole lot because I covered so much with I'm trying to find Judy. I hope it's this here. Talking to myself, everyone. Nope, that's Wolverine.
It's got Restored Republic, the date, and then reading.
Okay. We usually have it up with a picture on it. That's what. No, this is the
It's
video of it.
It's close to be underneath of that.
Huh?
It's close to where the other Restored
I might have it.
Republic.
Restored Republic via a GCR as of April 5th, 2024. Compiled by Judy Byington, published author, journalist, 22 Faces Inside the Extraordinary Life of Jenny Hill and Her 22 Multiple Personalities. U.S. Ground Command implements global martial law. The times are too grave, the challenge too urgent, and the stakes too high to permit the customary passions of the political debate. We are here to cure the darkness, but to light the candle that can guide us through the darkness to the safe and sane future. JFK, the letter between P and R. When we walk through a storm, hold your chin up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk through the wind, walk on through the rain, through your dreams, be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you will never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. I like that. I really do.
I did send you Wolverine from yesterday.
Black Monday, April 8 April. Blackout necessary when the lights go out and the Starlight SpaceX turns the power back on on nuclear energy and onto quantum energy. Companies like the one that starts with an A and a T and has and Verizon, T-Mobile, Spectrum, Cox, and others will be gone instantly under the weight of their own treason. The cabal controls us through nuclear energy and finance. Their control dies with the flip of a switch. Warning, highways all across the U.S. are shutting down in preparation for Monday, 8 April, the 17th letter on Telegram, Thursday, 4 April. I'm not going to read that. Wednesday, 3 April, the hat has just activated the EBS mission completed. The information that will be made public on Sunday, 7 April 2024 may lead to the fall of the current government in the USA. Monday, 8 April 2024, NASA is firing 3 rockets into the eclipse named after Egyptian serpent god APEP in a symbolic gesture of devouring Ra, the Son of God. After 3 minutes of darkness, the new sun will be symbolic of the King of Golden Ages, ours, inevitable. Israel is getting ready to sacrifice a red heifer in preparation for the rebuilding of the third temple. Okay. Monday, 8 April, solar eclipse state of emergency declared nationwide and in Canada. Kentucky, West Virginia, Ontario, Canada, Arkansas, Killeen, Texas, Ohio, Missouri County, Charleston County, Jackson County. The event will span approximately 3 days, drawing inspiration from the Bay of Pigs incident. Following this, there will be a 10-day Earth shutdown and the activation of the military emergency broadcast system, EBS, broadcast globally on TVs and radios. Concurrently, governments worldwide will be temporarily disbanded, accompanied by further arrest. Global currency reset, Saturday, 30 March. Militiaman, 2 parties have confirmed that Iraq is currently RVing country on Saturday, 30th March. Ginger, we are hearing that the revaluation of this rate is currently underway inside the border of Iraq. The Parliament Committee has instructed Iraq merchants and retailers to adjust their prices of goods and services to reflect the changes of the new rate for the Iraq dinar and effective Saturday, 30 March. Thursday, 4 April, Bruce Big Call. Our number one guy got word that Tier 3 bond holders started and should be emailed sometime Friday, 5 April, and where they are and what they are going on liquidity. A paymaster called this one guy and said activity in Reno is off the charts. Another high up person said this is right on top of us. It's pretty much everything that I've already talked to you about, Bruce. The EBS Big N Quantum Financial by Captain Kyle Patriot. In early April, the announcement regarding the launch of the Big N is anticipated globally. Emergency broadcast system will be activated, featuring documentaries and enlightening the mass about recent events. The facility to facilitate this global lockdown lasting 10 days to 12 days. Everything else that is pretty much I've already read, so not read, but I read it through the other things that I read. Guys, I'm gonna say prayer. Then I'm gonna close the show and thank you. Right now we have 231 people. Thanks everyone for coming. Have a great weekend. I will be keeping a close eye. Anybody who's having anything that's really good, send it over to me. I will be keeping a close eye. If we have to call for a special show tomorrow night or Sunday, we will. None of us right now know where we're going. We don't know if when we get the numbers, we're going to be able to do a show. We don't know anything. I just know that a lot of the big time people are either telling us they're sick or they can't talk. It's got to mean something. So, dear Lord, as we come to the end of tonight's show, the end of the week's shows, thank you for bringing such wonderful people in abundance to Ron and my show. the show that you help us put on each and every night and give us the courage to do, Lord. We ask you to look after every child in the world, 100% of them, and take care of them. Make sure they're strong, healthy, and loved. Lord, we ask you to look after all of our group and all of the people who need your help, along with all the animals. And we come to you and we talk to you like we do each and every show, each and every day, each and every night, through our Savior, your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. So that just about does it, guys. There was something I wanted to say as soon as I got done talking. I've totally had a brain fart. And in closing, this is what I wanted to say. In closing, everything I say on this show, everything I read, everything I do, I believe it to be 100%. I don't come on here and build hopium. I believe it to be 100%. And Ron said to me the other day, and some other people said to me, how long are they going to keep saying tomorrow or a couple of days? Well, we don't know. But we've ridden it this far. Don't you think we should stay on the horse and ride it the rest of the way out? See, because as the TV movie says, you only have to get it one time. They only have to get it right one time. And then all of our lives change and we go to heaven on earth. We can't even imagine. And this is the thing I really want to emphasize. We can't even imagine the kind of life we're going to. We can think we do, but nobody's got a clue. It's going to be probably 100, 1,000 times better than we're even thinking. Good night. God bless. Have a great weekend. Love yous all. Patriot 5 and Patriot 6.
It seems